Yeah. I'm him signing back in again on y'all. Let's get to the point, man. Let's talk about these guys that be flashing their money. Dude, let me explain something to y'all, man. And this is something that a lot of people don't know. These guys that be flashing their money, that's all the money that they got. They don't got no more. That's all they got right there is what they flashing. See, if you had more money than that, you wouldn't be flashing it. You would be showing it. And the way you would be showing it, that you be riding in Lambo, big Bentley trucks, Ferraris. You got a big two or three big mansion houses. Two big mansion houses with 10, 15 rooms in it. You see what I'm saying? The guys that flash money, those are the guys who have to do that in order to get a woman. Because they know without that money, they are zero. Them the guys that can't get no woman. Them the guys that can walk in a crowd and nobody in the crowd sees them, just like they're invisible. They can't get no attention from anybody. So they get money, they have to flash it. Hey, look at me, look what I got, That's the only way you get some attention. And then you say, they do this to get a woman. Well, I got bad news for you. You flashing that money. Do you know the only kind of woman you gonna get is a prostitute? Yeah. You didn't know that, did you? A woman that sees you flashing that money and if she get with you, that means that she don't think you sexy. She don't think you good looking. She don't think you nice. She don't think nothing about you. Only thing she looking at is that money. She just gonna give you some sex and get that money. That's all it is. She don't care nothing. She don't think you nice. She don't think you look good. And I think you gotta be flashing that money. You already know that. And you know you flashing that money. So basically the only thing you doing is paying for some sex from a prostitute. If a woman sells you her body, and that's basically what she doing, is selling you her body. She's selling you her body. So basically she prostituting you for you. All you getting is a well-dressed prostitute. All you getting is an undercover prostitute. The other prostitute be on the street. They show who they are. They walk them down the street selling. Well, what you getting is the same thing. She just undercover with it. Because if a woman go with you just for your money, she basically selling you her body for your money. And like I say, the only difference between the prostitutes on the street and the prostitute that you guys that flash your money you getting is that the one prostitute that you getting is an undercover prostitute. She don't walk the street. She wait to see guys flashing money and go attack and get the money and give them sex for money. You see, you guys that flash the money, you can't get a real woman. You see a real woman, she see you flashing that money. She already know that's all you got. She already know that's all you got. That's why you flashing it. A real woman ain't finna go for that. A real woman, like I say, you gotta have some. If you riding in a expensive car, you got a big mansion house. Then that's what attract a real woman. But you just sitting out here flashing your money, and also it's a dangerous thing. Cause like I say, you flashing your money, and these young niggas, they catch you at the right place and right time, they gonna get you. You might don't even have the money on you. And that's what most of the time, when they try to rob you and you don't have the money on them, they'll get mad and shoot you. Cause you didn't have the money on you. They ain't gonna waste a robbery. Shoot, they rob you and you didn't got the money on it, and they know you've been flashing it. They're gonna shoot you anyway. Cause they're not gonna waste a robbery. They're gonna get something out of this robbery. That's where the young niggas is. And so like I say, it's stupid to be out on camera flashing your money, showing your money and doing all this when you know good and well, if they catch you at the right place and right time, they're gonna get you. But no, that just going to show what that money do to you. It takes over your body. It takes over your soul. It make you do that. You can't help it. You can't get no sex without money. You can't get no attention without money. You gotta flash it. You gotta show what I got. Look at this money. Yeah, look at him. Look what I got. Come on, man. Like I say, That little bit you got, you probably ain't got nothing but, you might have about 10,000. And you had that whole 10,000 in your pocket and you just out here flashing it. That's all you got. You ain't got no more. But the way you flashing it, you making people think, oh, I got this and there's plenty more where this come from. If it's plenty more where it come from, where's your mansion house with the 7, 10, 11 bedrooms into that? Huh? 8 bathrooms. Where your mansion at with that in it? Where that Lamborghini, Ferrari, Bentley truck, Bugatti, where's all them at if you got more than that? You see, the real woman look for a man with that type of stuff. A prostitute will look for a man like you that's just flashing a little bit of money because she already know this is all you got. She already know you don't got no more money than that, what you flashing. But you flashing it like you got plenty more. You know, you don't have no more money. That's all you got, that little 10,000 that you out here flashing. That's it. I remember that rapper, Black Youngster. He used to do these videos, oh, he just throwing money all up and flashing money. Let me tell you something. He took that same little $1 million signing bonus that he got from Yo Gotti, whoever it is. That same little $1 million and you know, kept doing little flashing videos with it and making people think he just got so much money. All along he using that same little money that he had. That's how he ain't have no more than that little. I know it looked like it might have been $1 million, but it might not even been a whole $1 million. But yeah, you can pull it up, see all the videos he used to do, flashing money and all that type of stuff, man. You just, like I say, you know, some people got to do that in order to. They have to do that because they can't get no girl without it. They can't get no attention without it. You feel me? And at the end of the day, you know, if I was a rapper or something, or a singer, you mean tell me my music that trash that I got to flash money to get attention to me? That lets you know your music is trash if you got to flash money to get attention to you. Yeah. Like I say, man. Wow. And then these, you take another thing, these rappers go up in a strip club. You up in there throwing, get a stack of ones and you throwing it. You know. Bruh, let me tell you something. I went to one strip club in my life. One. No, I went two. Two strip clubs in my life. And I went to two strip clubs. And I honestly didn't see nothing fascinating about it. I honestly didn't. I don't window shop. I don't see nothing that I can't have. You know, and I certainly ain't finna pay you for none. But anyway, yeah. Strip club, you get these rappers go in the strip club throwing up money. Bruh, do you realize how stupid you are? I mean, there's so many good things that you can do with that money than go in a strip club and throw it away. Do you know it's gonna come a time in your life, and this is for all you rappers, it's gonna come a time in your life that you're gonna wish, you're gonna fall on your ground wishing that you would have kept all that money that you threw away. See, it's gonna come a time you're gonna lose every bit of that money you got, and you're gonna wish that you would have kept that money. See, the part that's gonna hurt you the most is not about being poor again. It's about all the money that you threw away that you could have kept. Yeah. Going in strip clubs, just throwing stacks of $1 bills out. There's so much more better thing than you can do with that money. You feel me? Yeah, it's your money. Yeah, you can do what you want to do with it. But at the end of the day, there's people that see you that wish that don't have anything. They don't have money. How do you think that make them feel? People that don't have nothing and they looking at you just throw money away. It's only hurting them worse. You know? Yeah, it's your money. Yeah, you do what you want to do with it. But at the end of the day, why do you want to make somebody else suffer more by you doing what you're doing? That's kind of like you take a person who ain't had nothing to eat and they starving, and you walk in that person's face with a plate full of steak, and you just take that plate and throw it in the trash can when you could have gave it to them. Can you imagine how that person feel? They starving, they hungry. And you walk in their face with a plate full of steak and you just say, look at this, and just throw it in the trash. That's basically what you're doing. That money that you throwing away, you know, you only hurting people deeper by showing it, you know? But like I say, man, I think it's a waste of time. And you would all, my real peoples and my subscribers, they feel what I'm saying. They feel where I'm coming from. And I appreciate you guys. But you take people who just jump in the comment box and talking something in left field. They don't feel what I'm saying. They don't understand what I'm saying. So y'all just look over them. Don't even respond to their comments because they haven't reached that level that we on yet, you know. But anyway, I'm him. I'm signing out.